In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an image collage right here in Google Slides. When working on a presentation and you're working on a slide that's full of images or pictures, here's how you can create a collage with those images. So I have my example right here. So I created this collage with these pictures. Now what I did was to simply crop them or mask them with shapes and arrange them like so. So this helps you organize your images and make sure that those images are seen and focused on that specific slide. So let's go ahead and recreate this. And here we have our images. I've just inserted these from our sidebar using our stock and web. If you click on that, you'll be able to insert stock images, GIFs, stickers, and Google Images quickly by just clicking on them. So that's how I inserted these images right here. Now, if you want to resize, crop, or mask your images, I have that covered in another video, which I'll be leaving a card to at the top right corner that you can check out later. So before we go to cropping, resizing, and masking these images, what we're going to do first is to rearrange them into the layout that we want. So if there's a specific layout that you want to do, then you can go ahead and do that depending on what type of presentation. Maybe it's a process where you want the first image to be right here at the top, then the second one would be next to it, and so on. So the arrange would be totally up to you. So let me just go ahead and arrange these on how we arranged it, like in our example. And the next step would be to either crop them or resize them. So I can just go ahead and do that. You can quickly turn on the crop tool for any element by just double clicking on it. There you go. So I'm just going to crop this. I won't be able to recreate the exact thing I did on the example that I showed you, but I'm just showing you the process on how I did it. So I crop that. Then I reposition it to however I want. Then again, resize it by dragging the corner like so. And there you have it. So I'm done with my sunflower. I'm going to go and move on to my roses right here. What I'm doing is aligning it to my sunflower. And double click again to enable that crop to resize my image. There you go. So I'm done with these two. So now I'm moving on to our hydrangeas. So it doesn't really leave me a lot of space at the bottom. So I'm just going to crop it like so. There you have it. Now move back that image, which is this tulip right here. So undoing some mistakes or steps would be quite easy. Just click on the undo button right here or your keyboard shortcut, which is Ctrl-Z or Command-Z. There you have it. So resize that again by clicking on it and dragging on that icon at the bottom right corner. Well, any of these icons will do. The goal here is to make sure that all of the sides from the top, bottom, and the sides would be equal. So right now, these two are not exactly equal with the spacing at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is to, again, resize it. Make sure it's aligned. There you go. Then I'm just going to double click and crop it to the side. There you have it. So now I have the same spacing for the bottom and for the top, as well as the sides. Moving on to our last two images right here on the right side. I'm just going to reposition that. There we go. So if you want to resize your image and maintain the pixelation within that image, you can't simply just resize it like so. You see, it deforms the image. So what I'm going to do is to resize it from the corner right here. There you have it. One more time, make sure the spacing would be the same as the left side right here. And for the final image, I'm just again going to reposition that. Since I want to maintain it to the middle right here, I'm just going to crop it first. There you go. Click on the outside, reposition it again. And now I'm going to resize it and do adjustments to make sure the spacing at the bottom is again equal. And there you have it. So now the final step that I want to do is to mask these with a shape. So all of them would have the same masked image, which would be a rounded rectangle. And we can do our masked image by just clicking on that image, going to this drop down next to our crop tool, which will say mask image. Click on that, select your image, and there you have it. You'll see the difference. We have a rounded rectangle for this one and some sharp edges on this one. You can adjust the roundness of those corners by clicking on this yellow diamond right here. The closer it gets to the middle, the rounder it is. We don't want it to be too round. And there you have it. Let's do that with the rest of our images. So again, just click on that, go to mask image, and select your shape. Adjust the roundness, and there you have it. I'm just going to do this with the rest of our images right here. And there you have it. So with rearranging or repositioning our images, cropping them, resizing them, and even masking them creates this great collage for your slides here in Google Slides. Thank you for watching this quick tutorial. Make sure to subscribe for more helpful videos, and I will see you in the next one.